Stop boosting your highs. Do this instead. Most producers think more high-end equals more excitement, but that's exactly why the mixes end up sounding harsh. Here's how to get that exciting sizzle without destroying your ears and using only one Ableton effect preset. So to make this rack, I'm going to use two native Ableton effects, multiband dynamics and Corpus. The reason I'm going to use multiband dynamics over EQ8 is that it has a much sharper and accurate kind of cutoff. So yeah, we'll be throwing that onto the master channel. So with that multiband dynamics, what we want to do is group that with Control G. Then we want to go into this little circular tab with the lines in it, and then highlight that rack, I guess, the chain. So yeah, we'll highlight that chain. There we go, and then duplicate that 3 times. I've renamed these. So because we're affecting the highs and the mids, we want to highlight those two and group those separately as well. So Control G again. And then here we are. So this is just going to affect the highs and the mids. So in the highs, what we need to do is solo the high frequency of the multiband dynamics. And then do the same for the mid, but solo the mid. And then go back to the lows over here and solo the lows. So each channel has its own multiband dynamic, controlling it separately. So we have something like this. So there's our low, so that's our sub. So that will only put out below 200 Hertz. And then on this channel we have the highs and the mids. So the highs is 2.5 kilohertz and above, and the mids is going to be between 2.5 kilohertz and 200 Hertz. So because I actually want to affect them both, I'll grab this Corpus and to control both is in there. To control each one individually is in that groove there. But what we want is to click the little arrow on the Corpus so that the presets drop down, and we are selecting Bright Snare. So we'll change that Corpus to Bright Snare on both of those. There we go, and then bring each one down to 0%. So let's listen to this monstrosity. Let's bring in some highs. We don't want to affect this too much. I'd say probably 15% is going to be the highest you'll ever need. Push it too hard. So there you have it. Rather than boosting your high end until your ears bleed, try doing this instead. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It really helps the algorithm. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Most producers think more high end equals